What is going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Thanks for joining me today. Jumping right back into a battle, hit him with the good luck. Let's see what we can do. Still showing off this deck. This deck is actually really funny, guys, because as you know, I've pushed up quite a bit, and then I've actually lost a lot of trophies just using the exact same deck. But I've told you about the fact that you can lose in the very beginning because you get a bad set of cards. You are going to see that firsthand. The last battle that I have today is hilarious. And you know what? Usually I take it out if it's that bad because it really is embarrassing. But I left it in there as a special treat so you guys can enjoy me suffering just watching me be bad at this game. But jumping into the gameplay, we are going against Geordex. I feel like I always try and pronounce these guys' names, and I have no idea how to do it. But if you don't know what this deck is, we got the Priestess Mime, and then the Hex, the Boris, and the Poison guy, the Plague Doctor. It works pretty well, but when it doesn't work at all. So still hanging around. If you watched my last video, thank you. If you enjoyed it, great. But as you know, we've hit a bit of a wall. We got up to like 4,600 trophies. We've dropped down to like 4,400 trophies. It might not be that bad, but it's something close to that. If you haven't noticed yet, this is not live gameplay. This is me talking over it. Still traveling. I've got about another week of traveling, and then I'll be back in my normal studio, which I'm actually really excited about because it's kind of difficult to upload these videos, but I've been loving the support, guys. I appreciate it so much. I know I tell you guys to like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Whenever you guys comment and message and say you guys love the videos, I'm making it a point to get back to every single one of you. And it really makes me feel good knowing that you guys are actually enjoying the videos because I enjoy making them and I love pushing them out every day. And I love the fact that you guys are enjoying them as well. Each one of these videos I've been talking about how the update coming up is going to be something pretty cool, and I'm really excited about it. So here we go. We got the Gorgon taking it on. So far so good. Our setup is pretty nice. We've got a couple of hexes in pretty strategic locations. We got a bunch of Borises, and that's it. That's our whole map is Borises and hexes. That's what you want to see. I wouldn't mind having like one high-tiered Plague Doctor in there, but so far so good. He's running a pretty typical deck. I feel like I say every deck is pretty typical because so far there's not a ton of cards, but I think something that's really cool about this game is there's so much room for growth. So you can pretty much add in any deck you want or any card you want that does anything you want. So an example of this is if you have the Harley Quinn, you have the Mime, you have the Dryad. All three of those cards are very similar, but kind of work differently. So you can have cards that have the same thought process, but do very different things and are different cards in their own right, if that makes any sense. But this is going so far so good. He has the Dryad in his card, in his deck, I think. That's what the green crown is. I love the Dryad. I'm really excited about when I get a chance to, shouldn't have that in the video. When I get a chance to have that, playing that. Don't have my coffee today, filming this at night at a hotel. But so far so good. As you can see, he's having a little bit of trouble. He's got all the engineers in a row, as well as just one Plague Doctor and a couple of sharpshooters. I've been trying to get the sharpshooter back in my deck. I really like that card. It's a level 9. But the Plague Doctor is just too much of an asset. It takes out AoE. After you get it to tier 3, tier 4, it's just really, it's a benefit to have it in your deck. So he's having a hard time. 10 seconds, not sure if he's going to be able to hold off for another 10 seconds. Hopefully this is an easy W. 1, 2, 3. That is a victory. You love to see it. First win of the video. You see there, I'm one win away from getting into, to getting a quest or completing a quest for, what is it, 40 wins or something, or 40, play a game mode 40 times, or it might be 30 times or whatever. But jumping right back into another game, I'm hoping to get another card or a decent card if I can push up another like 300 trophies, which is a tall ask, but you hope. I'll get another legendary, and another legendary means a new deck, because this is the deck that I've been using the most. It works the best, but definitely not perfect. So let's see what we can do. Kind of a tough start so far. We got Priestesses, we've got Plague Doctors. As you can see, I'm not combining my Plague Doctors or my Priestesses right away because at least they do damage. If I had 4 hexes in a row, they would do 0 damage. So at least they're doing anything. So now we have a couple of Boruses. So now we should be okay. We do have Bedlam coming up in 1 minute and 25 seconds. So that is not great for us. Bedlam kind of kicks our ass, but hopefully we can hold out and be okay. So far, so good. We got a couple of Plague Doctors. You notice I'm still not combining them. I know that at level 1 they don't do anything really, but I'm holding out because if I get a Mime, I can combine that with a Plague Doctor, and at least I have saved one of them. So now I have 3, so I might as well combine them. So far, so good. He's running the Thunderer as well as the Priestess and that Legendary, which is the Summoner. The Summoner is a sick card. If you guys haven't seen that one yet, I don't have it, but someone was just telling me about it, how if you combine, you get, I think you get mana, but you also get another troop. So you get 2 troops for 1 combination, for 1 merge. So can't wait to have that card. There's a bunch of cards out there that I can't wait to have. I feel like I have Boris, so I'm not complaining. Boris is great. But the unique ability cards where you can kind of move them around and do all that stuff is pretty cool as well. So far, so good. We got 20-ish seconds, 21 seconds until Bedlam. He's hanging on for dear life. He's got a ton of Thunderers, which, hey, I was one that is a fan of Thunderers. No hate to this guy. But there's definitely better cards out there. You see that I'm not even letting them out of the portal right now. I'm not letting them out of the doorway. He's having his at the end of the map. So this is definitely a pretty good omen for us. I'm not complaining whatsoever, but he's not going to lose. It's pretty hard to lose before the first boss. But with that being said, just wait for the last video. I probably shouldn't do spoilers. I'm the worst, but it's fine. So Bedlam hits. Look at my board. It's madness. It takes me a second to process. I've got Mimes everywhere. I wish I had more Priestesses. I've got Hexes everywhere, which, as you know, Hexes don't do literally anything against a boss. There we combine again. At least I have a couple of Boruses. We got a bunch of Hexes. It looks like we're going to be able to take it out. Just barely took it out, and he takes a hit. So looking at my board, at least I have Hexes that are kind of connected to Boruses. But other than that, it doesn't look very pretty. I got a tier 3 Mime. I got a tier 2 Poison Guy, Plague Doctor. His board doesn't look any prettier at all. He's got a tier 4 Priestess. He's got a couple of Summoners. He's got another Priestess. He's got a tier... Now he has a tier 5. I can't even keep up. He has a tier 5 Priestess. If I lost this game, I mean, it would just be really, really sad because this dude has had the worst look. Look at his board right now. 2 tier 1 Thunderers, a tier 5 Priestess, a tier 3 Priestess, and a tier 2 Priestess. What's the famous saying I always say? That's not what you want. At least he has a tier 5 Thunderer, but man, that is a rough, that is god awful. So my board's not great, but I mean, I can't imagine how he's going to stay alive at all. He did take 1 hit, so he's only got 1 heart. So if they make it to the end of the board and hit him once, 1 sneaky hit, we'll be all good. That's going to be a victory. We're still holding out. So we got another 37 seconds before Bedlam hits again, and we have to go through that craziness of trying to combine everybody again. But hopefully we'll be okay. His monsters are getting to the end of his board. This looks like it should be it. And right there, he takes a hit. That is a victory. 2 wins in a row, making you guys think that I win all the time when clearly I don't, because the last video I had 3 losses. Really, really sad. But no, definitely, if you're watching this video and this is the first time you've seen me, I win 100% of the time, I promise. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's jump into the last video, the last game of the video. Look at that. I hit him with a good game, or a good luck. I get two Plague Doctors, combine them, get a Hex, a tier 2 Hex, and a tier 2 Plague Doctor. Look at this, guys. That's the first monster coming to the end of the board. First monster, and my Plague Doctor doesn't hit him. That's a hit. The Hex doesn't attack anybody. That's a second hit. Oh, we actually killed 1 monster. And that is a loss. I told you guys before that this deck is really risky because you can lose as quickly as that. That's what happens sometimes. Literally, that's the problem with this deck. You can jump into a battle and you can win it 2, 3, 4 in a row, or you could lose on the first monster. But that is the end of this video. I thought I'd add that one in there because really it's pretty funny. And if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I post every day. Love talking to you guys. Love the support. But I will catch you guys in the next video.